Hello and welcome to this stream. We have some great stories for you today, all Disney themed, and from all different Disney resorts. It's be a shorter stream today. I'm actually moving. This is gonna be our Wednesday stream, but some big news tomorrow. So subscribe for that. Disney World will present the reopening dates tomorrow, so I'm gonna get up early. Presentation, but the presentation is at 10 a.m. Eastern time, 7 a.m. Pacific time. So I'm gonna try to get up at 7:30 a.m. tomorrow. I'm in California. Don't forget, get up early. And then I'm gonna go ahead and make a video on it on the opening dates. SeaWorld's gonna do the same thing. I'll make a video on Disney World and SeaWorld's reopening dates tomorrow, so subscribe for that. But we have lots of cool news, and let's get started. This will be like, again, short stream. No Disney trivia today. Because it is kind of just a shorter stream, just kind of news stories. But definitely ask me anything. You can ask me any questions, theme park related questions, and I'll give them. I'll be sure to answer them for you. And here we go. All right, so the first story of the day is that, of course, Disney World is scheduled to reopen, or scheduled to present the reopening plans tomorrow. They will do that again at 10 a.m. But the presentation will start at 10 a.m. Eastern time, 7 a.m. Pacific time, and they'll in these plans they have to present a reopening date. That they will not be reopening tomorrow. They're just presenting a reopening date for what will most likely be June. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna go on a complete guess here. They moved the park hours to what, June 16th or June 15th? So I say the reopening date will be June 16th or June 17th. I know they moved reservations to July 1st, but that's just a computer thing. It automatically happens. You can easily add them back in. Or maybe they won't. Maybe they'll keep the reservations for hotels gone until July 1st and make it kind of like an locals only for 2 weeks. Who knows? But I think June 16th, June 17th, they'll officially will be reopening. And comment your predictions below. If you can guess the date correctly, I'll give you a theme park wizard button. It'll be a giveaway. Share with your friends. Do everything. You have 24 hours, of course, a little less than 24 hours. But if you guys guess the reopening date below, I will for sure, either in the chat or in the comments below, you can win a theme park wizard pin. If multiple people guess it, then I'll give away multiple pins. Make this little competition going on, so that'll be super fun. But like I said, I think June 16th to June 17th will be the day that they reopen because their park hours are moved until then. It could even be sooner. They can just add park hours back in. I mean, just because they remove something doesn't mean they cannot add it back in. It's not like a once you've done it, it's a lock, set in stone situation. But I'm just guessing June 16th. It's about 10 days after the public opening of Universal. That's not too much. That's not too bad. I mean, it's less than 2 weeks later, so I don't think they'll go through the hassle of adding park hours and all that. I think I'll just put it for the June 17th, June 16th date and allow people to come on in. Now, something that is opening that's at Disney today, something that is opening at Disney World today, or Disney Springs, are the Disney-owned shops. The Disney-owned shops, it is tomorrow, on May 27th, they will be opening the Disney shops at Disney Springs, specifically World of Disney and other Disney. I don't know about something like the NBA Experience. I know that's a Disney thing, but I don't know if they're gonna be opening that. But yeah, but the Disney-owned shops and restaurants will be reopening by tomorrow, because it is the 27th, which is nice. And it's you, Victor Nielsen. Thank you, Victor Nielsen, for your question. And also, thank you for subscribing and purchasing my theme park wizard masks. I hope you're enjoying my mask, and I hope you get to wear them to your local park pretty soon. What attractions or rides do you think will be closed upon reopening of Disney World? Now, this is a very interesting question, Victor, because, and again, Universal kind of setting the precedent. So, again, Universal is opening all of their parks at the same time. Islands Adventure, Volcano Bay, and Universal Studios Florida. Same time. Now, I was thinking, I still potentially could think, I still potentially think that just one Disney World park will open at a time. I know Universal did, Universal did all of them, but I still think one will open at a time. So, I think Magic Kingdom will be the first one to be open, and if the Nothing But Disney was correct, if he was correct, if his friends were correct, they're doing cast member training on June 4th, but for only he only said Magic Kingdom, so I feel like Magic Kingdom will open first, and the other parks will open at a later date, whether it's a week later or a month later, I don't know. But I feel like Magic Kingdom will open first. Hollywood Studios, Epcot, and Animal Kingdom will be open later. So, to answer your question, what attractions or rides do you think will be closed? I think every single attraction of those three parks will be closed. But maybe at Magic Kingdom, something like the Tomorrowland Theater. Do they have a Tomorrowland? I think they have Tomorrowland. Any kind of theater. Like maybe Mickey's PhilharMagic will initially probably be closed. That's a theater attraction. Star Tours is not Magic Kingdom. I think that's pretty much it, honestly. Or any kind of theater attraction. So maybe the Hall of Presidents, and maybe Mickey's PhilharMagic will be closed, I would have to say. Other than that, I think pretty much they kind of got everything pretty much with capacity issues. I think that every other row, and for things like Buzz Lightyear, that's easy, just one party per car. Same thing, Haunted Mansion, they can easily do social distancing in the stretching room. Just put markings on the ground like X's or pieces of tape where a group should stand. So that should be pretty easy. So yeah, I definitely think just theater attractions are closed, but I do think that Magic Kingdom will reopen first, and if anything, maybe Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom, or Hollywood Studios, sorry. But I feel like not all the four parks will open at the same time. But I could be wrong. Definitely don't quote me on that. It's just something that I was already thinking, but I heard from a source on Twitter as well. But again, I could be completely wrong. But yeah, we'll have to definitely see. And one curious thing is Epcot. One reason I think Epcot may not just reopen, even if all the other three parks reopen, like Epcot maybe a couple months back or a few weeks. It's just they have a lot of construction going on, especially their front entrance. I feel like they want to fix their front entrance first, kind of wrap up the construction or do something about construction before they just kind of reopen it to guests and do the social distancing, because there's not really tight walkways. But Epcot's kind of a mess, so I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if Epcot did remain closed for a little bit longer than the rest of the parks, just so they can try to fix that essential construction, and have open pathways for the guests to come on and like it. So yeah, but the real question, yeah, sorry. Yeah, but I'm not entirely sure. Do you guys think the parks will be all four parks will be open at the same time, Or do you think they'll announce reopening dates for different parks or just one park? Let me know in the comments below. Also, please like the video and subscribe if you haven't. Subscribe for awesome theme park updates, but like the video for like this live stream. It really helps out. But yeah, let me know if you'll be going to the parks and if you think they'll open all of them at the same time. Alrighty, let's go to our second story of the day. We're gonna cross coasts to Disneyland. Disneyland Resort. Yes, California Governor Newsom announced today that the state has entered Stage 3. Specifically, 47 out of 58 counties have entered Stage 3 of the reopening plan, or California's reopening plan. And that includes theme parks. Not initially, though. So, like Phase 2, there was what I call Phase 2A and Phase 2B. Phase 2A was like the trails and the beaches and all that. Phase 2B is the dining and restaurants. And the Phase 2A is also offices and manufacturing. But Phase 2B was the dining and restaurants and stuff like that. Yeah, curbside pickup from the retail stores. So counties that were progressing faster than others were able to do Phase 2B faster. So right now we're in Phase 3A. Same thing. Phase 3B is theme parks. We're in Phase 3A. Phase 3A is, which actually LA County's not even in yet, but counties that can, counties that can progress in the Phase 3, which have been Ventura and Orange counties, which are in Phase 3A, includes barbershops and hair salons. Barbershops and hair salons, also in-store retail. So again, furthering downtown Disney eligibility. Downtown Disney was already eligible in Phase 2, but Phase 3, it's again in-store retail. They're allowed to get in there, which is awesome. Let's see. So it's in-store churches, religious services like temples, mosques, any type of religious institution or religious building is in Phase 3A as well. And I think that's it. Barbershops, the big ones were the barbershops, in-store retail, and the hair salons. Nail salons are not open yet because the first reportedly the first big outbreak in California was from a nail salon in Northern California. So those are in Phase 3B or even Phase 4. I don't know. But theme parks are in Phase 3B, and it's not just speculation anymore, but it is confirmed. A state spokesman confirmed that theme parks can reopen in Phase 3, specifically 3B, and they have to present reopening plans to the state or the county and the state, and they have to be approved. Same thing like with Florida. Like Disney's going to present a reopening plan to the Orange County Task Force, and the mayor signs off, and the governor signs off, and then it can reopen. Universal did that last week, and at least in Florida, the mayor and governor signed off within 24 hours. So it was really fast, because Universal confirmed it on Friday that they're going to reopen on June 5th. So it's very exciting. But to note, Disney does not have a plan, has not planned to submit a reopening plan anytime soon. Or I don't know about anytime soon, but there's no specific date or even a rumored date. Disney has come out and said they're not planning to submit a plan to Orange County, California, or Governor Newsom to reopen just yet. When Orange County gets in because again, Phase 2 includes downtown Disney, and they still didn't announce anything about that yet. So expect that first, and then Disneyland. But I feel like they want to get Orlando done with first, so maybe by this weekend or even Thursday, just anytime, or even tomorrow, maybe concurrently after they announce a Disney World opening date, they'll announce a Disneyland Resort partial opening date with downtown Disney, and maybe a projected opening date for Disneyland. I don't know, it could be a really big day for Disney tomorrow. But I feel like they want to focus on Orlando, get that open, or get the presentation and get that approval to open, and then focus on Disneyland. So, but just know that they are legally, really legally, allowed to reopen if they wanted to, especially downtown Disney. And then Orange County should be in Phase 3B soon. But again, by June 1st is when the full California will enter the full Phase 3. So expect that. I mean, Disney can make an announcement again as early as June, which is next week. So stay tuned for that. I really hope we can open before July. Um, a really good source on wdwmagic.com. And when I say he's a really good source, he sits on calls with these theme park operators every morning. They all have a meeting because they all have a parks plans and reopening plans. They're partnering up, and it's unprecedented. All these competitors are partnering up to get a reopening plan, and he's a kind of a government official, I'd call him, or kind of, at least he's on the council. He's a very important person in Orange County and in California, but specifically Orange County. And he's on wdwmagic.com. He sits on calls every morning, and he said actually in a post yesterday that he fully expects every single theme park in California, and that includes all of Southern California, including Universal. And I say that because LA County's going slower than the rest of the state. Still, every single park to be open by the July 4th weekend. And that's a major development happens, and the major development would be a sudden rise in deaths, or a sudden rise in hospitalizations, and they have to kind of shut everything down. But California's been doing very good. It's been going just like this still. It's just a slow, steady drop. And it's actually been kind of going I'd say like this. It's especially with the deaths and hospitalizations, they've been dropping a little bit more rapidly in the past few days. So that's a good sign for this pandemic, and as far as things reopening. So expect Disney announcement hopefully by early June, but that should it'll be super exciting. But hopefully expect a downtown Disney announcement soon. It'll be nice if we can get that this week. An announcement of when downtown Disney will be coming. And Universal is trying to open up City Walk in mid-June, which last week I didn't think they can do it, but LA County, if they have 8% of the people infected, 8% of all the tests to do every day, only 8%, they get 8% positive rate. That's started today. If that continues for 7 days, then they'll be eligible to go into not full phase 2 LA County. So then. And as you say, again, 7 days of 8% or less positive rate, and then City Walk can definitely reopen by mid-June. So that'd be super exciting. I'm just super excited for all this stuff. Oh, man. I cannot wait to get back to the parks. Film Secret Life of Pets for you. And film the post-refurb of Jurassic World at Universal Studios. And get back to Disneyland. And when I get back to Disneyland, I'm going to do lots of ride POVs. Now that I have a nice camera and a microphone, I have a mobile mic. I'm going to go ahead and film ride POVs, starting with Matterhorn and maybe a new one of Big Thunder Mountain, because I did one before, but it was just horrible. So I'm going to refilm that, and so expect that, and hope to finally get on Rise of the Resistance when I get back to the parks. Hopefully within a month. But yes. Alright, let's go into the last story of the day. Another Disney story, of course. So Tokyo had an emergency declaration for the pandemic. They just lifted that last week. And immediately after it was lifted, Universal Osaka, is it Osaka? Yes, Osaka announced that Osaka government or whatever announced that it has given the green light of Universal Studios Japan to reopen whenever they want. No announcement yet on when it's going to reopen, but it has given the green light. Then it was announced today that I have to look at the pronunciation, and sorry if anyone who is Japanese and is watching this. But I'm trying my best pronunciation, but the Ikspiari IKSPIARI shopping center at the Tokyo Disney Resort is reopening June 1st. That is right. It's reopening June 1st. That is Monday. So the Expiari, which is a really, really, really cool name. Like, oh my gosh. Before this live stream, when I was setting up all together, I honestly was just repeating Expiari because in like cool like different accents because it's a really cool name. I love that name. I wish I was trying to look up what it means. If anyone knows what Expiari means in English, comment your thoughts below because I tried to look it up and I couldn't find anything. So maybe it's just like a made up. Maybe it has no English meaning. It's just something in Japanese. But I love that name, Expiari. So that shopping center, which is like again, their downtown Disney, will be reopening June 1st. If it follows what has been going on with the rest of the Disney parks, then I'd say by mid-June, Tokyo Disney Resort can reopen, and their lovely expansions of the Peter Pan section and I forgot the rest, but the Peter Pan and I think Frozen? No, just Peter Pan. The Fantasy Springs area with the new hotel should be opening with the park or a couple weeks after the park opens. Hopefully in mid-June. That's fantastic. Hopefully Universal Studios Japan can reopen early to mid-June as well. Because that's a fantastic park. I just saw on Coaster Studios, a great coaster channel, they did a review of Universal Studios Japan, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Definitely, the Japanese parks are definitely on my bucket list to go to. Universal Studios Japan, Tokyo Disney Sea, and Tokyo Disneyland. Tokyo Disneyland's expansions, of course, will be opening as well. The Beauty and the Beast dark ride, which looks incredible. I'll be doing a POV reaction of that ride when it comes out, by the way, so subscribe to my channel for that. And the Big Hero 6 ride, which is just like the alien swirling saucers or maters junkyard jabby ride system, will be opening as well. And yeah, so that was super exciting. So it's awesome that this stuff is starting to reopen. It shouldn't have to be said, but I'll say it anyway. Masks will be required at all these places. And actually, they announced the Expiari Shopping Center. Oriental Land Company announced the following procedures will be put in place for the Expiari Shopping Center and, of course, the rest of Tokyo Disney. So not all businesses will be open at once, of course. Businesses that are open will be restricted from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., which are pretty decent hours. Temperatures will be checked upon entry. Anyone with a temperature above 37.5 degrees Celsius will not be admitted, and I assume that's about 100.4 Fahrenheit. Entry may be restricted or just flat out banned during high traffic hours. And then there's only the following entrances will be open: the first floor, which is the Clock Tower Plaza, the courtyard second floor, and Maihama Station. Which is this area has two rail lines. That's the Disney monorail line, the Tokyo Disney line, which is that monorail line, and the subway or the Metro heavy rail station from the Maihama Station, and that goes right into the resort, which is fantastic. Like most European parks, there's a lot you can take the public transportation all the way to the park, which is something we should definitely have more of here. And see, the cinema Expiari's ticket booth will operate from 11 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. No late night shows will be open, which is very interesting. So their movie theaters open over there. Of course, now Disney doesn't have a movie theater, so they don't have to worry about that. But their movie theaters in Japan look like they're open, which is awesome. And the Tokyo Disney Resort Ticket Center will remain closed for the time being. So that's just about it with that statement. And alas, I'll wait another minute for any other last minute questions. But those were our 3 news stories of the day. Very, very exciting news stories, and I'm Each week this goes by, it's getting more and more exciting, which is awesome. And I'm super excited to get back to the parks with you guys and show you some good stuff. So yeah, I'll wait about another minute. If you have any last minute questions, definitely ask me. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Comment your thoughts below on what you guys thought of all three of these stories. Give this video a big like, big thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. And it shows you do some good stuff. Alright, about 30 more seconds in. Keep in mind, on Saturday, we'll be back with the Disney trivia in my next live stream, which will be at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Next live stream, Saturday at 4 p.m. With hopefully by that time, we'll have some good news about the Disneyland resorts reopening. And even maybe Universal Studios Hollywood. Alright guys, well, thank you guys for joining me on this live stream, and thank you guys for anyone who's watching later on. Thank you guys for watching the entire thing, and as always, have a fantastic day.